this video has language. You have been warned. I realize that this video is sideways. That is on purpose because I hope that this will be evergreen content that can live forever anywhere. And you're supposed to video this way. This is the way that your TV works. This is the way that your laptop works. It's only your phone that's up and down. So when you're filming your kids' soccer games, when you're filming your kids' graduations, turn your phone this way. It's called landscape mode. Okay. Done with the PSA. Also, I am not using a filter. This is actual glitter in my hair, on my neck, on my arms, because today is Mother's Day and I felt like wearing glitter and just being a girly girl and letting my badass self shine on. I never use the glitter. I don't have anywhere to really wear it, so I thought today would be the appropriate day to use it. I want to talk to you today about something that is going to piss you off. It pissed me off at first, and then it was very freeing and very liberating, and I have found great peace and calm and optimism, and like a weight has been lifted since realizing this that I'm about to talk to you about and then acting on it. A couple of years ago, I first read about the phrase mental load. And it, I think, was from either a New York Times article or some kind of cartoon that came out. I don't remember exactly who it was, but I think they drew something showing a mom thinking all these things and then talking about how mothers, it's unfair because we carry this giant mental load that the fathers don't carry. And I thought, oh my gosh, yes, that is so true. Like, sorry, I have popcorn in my teeth. My kids gave me a new popcorn maker for Mother's Day today. And I remember thinking, yes, that's exactly it. Like, we have to remember to get the teacher appreciation gifts. We have to remember to get the birthday party gifts for the thing that weekend. We have to remember to get the baseball game treats. We have to remember to get whatever, pencils for school, back to school supplies, new shoes, clothes for picture day, make doctor's appointments, like the list goes on, on and on and on, you know. Excuse me, this is very raw. So I'm like, finally, somebody understands. Somebody finally gets this. This is what we're all, suffering from. And then I think I've had several rock bottoms, but I will call one of my rock bottoms where I threw out my back. It was in my garage. I thought that I was having some sort of minor heart attack. I was sitting by myself in the driver's seat. I couldn't get out of the car because my back was spasming so bad. I couldn't breathe. My breath was restricted. I was panicking and I called my husband and he was like, just breathe. And I was like, you don't understand, something's happening. I hung up on him. I called 911. The paramedics came. They helped get me out of my car and get me inside. And that is not the first time that's happened. My back has gone out 2 other times before where I've had to call the paramedics. This time I was laid up in bed and Thanksgiving was just about a week and a half away and we were hosting. Not the time you want to throw out your back. There's no time you want to throw out your back, but this is not the time. My back was so bad, I couldn't get out of bed. So I had to delegate everything. And this was a huge lesson for me. I had to learn to give less fucks. Like, I thought with all my therapy and all my reading of self-help books, I thought that I had limited the fucks I was giving enough. Little did I know I had so many fewer to give. Like, I went from giving 100 fucks to like 70 and then back out to like 20. I mean, I still had farther to go. Thanksgiving happened and it was fine and everyone was happy and there was turkey and people pitched in and I would say it went flawless. There was no problems. Oh, well, the youngest threw up that morning, but other than that, nothing that I could have prevented. And that was my first inkling. That was my first insight to the idea that maybe I'm putting this mental load on myself. Now, I know society has a part in this. I know that the messages that moms get, especially from advertisers, but also from, thought leaders, politicians, anybody that's an influencer, there's a lot of messages around what moms should do, but there's a lot of it that I put on myself. And if we just take Thanksgiving as an example, I thought, and I put on myself, that my dining room needed to look amazing. It was time to redecorate. It was time to paint the wall. It was time to get new furniture. I needed to have a tablescape look like Pottery Barn. I needed to buy all those things. I can't afford those things. Great. I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby and get the things. I'm going to craft it all, at an affordable price. Except that the price is my energy and my time. That's time I could be like taking a bike ride, doing yoga. I thought that I had to make the turkey, learn how to make a turkey, do the whole thing, probably make a practice turkey just to be sure, just to make sure I didn't fuck it up. Turns out you can order a turkey, pick it up on Thanksgiving Day or the day before, and then just reheat it. And it's great, and no one gives a shit. I wouldn't have been able to realize all this if I hadn't literally been laid up in bed and not been able to do anything. So I hate the fact that my back went out, but I love the fact that I was given the gift of perspective that I wouldn't have had otherwise. Fast forward a year from that, and I really started to question where this mental load was coming from, and really starting to question the idea of we as women complaining about the fact that we have this mental load put on us. Because, and this is the part that's going to piss you off, and it pissed me off too, I think we put a lot of it on ourselves. Let me explain. At the time of recording, it's quarantine. That's why I'm in my car, because everybody's at home. There's nowhere for them to go. So I leave, I go sit in a parking lot, I record, I do what I need to do. During this quarantine, everything has been shut down. Everything. Birthday parties, teacher appreciation weeks, baseball, whole baseball season, all of it canceled. Mother's Day today, we always have a family picnic, canceled. Any kind of birthday party that we would normally go to, canceled. Easter, canceled. We usually go to the church Easter egg hunt. We would have gone to the neighbor Easter egg hunt. The school would have had an Easter egg hunt. Class pictures, individual pictures. Even the dentist visit was canceled early on. Literally everything. So it was another example to me of, after Thanksgiving, I went back up to giving probably like $40. This time I think we went down to like 10, maybe 8 during the quarantine. It didn't matter for shit. That stuff, all that stuff that was weighing on my mind, what the fuck did it matter? Like, it all went away and literally nothing happened. No one died. No one judged me. No one got angry. And it went away for everybody. It didn't just go away for me. It went away for everybody. And we were all fucking fine. So what's the lesson here? The lesson is, it's been called the Great Pause, right? Where we all got the chance to pause and see what life would be like without scurrying around all the fucking time, trying to do all the things. For what? Well, that's the question we got to ask ourselves. That's the question I got to ask myself. For what? Like, we're driving ourselves crazy, and it's not even real connection for me. Like, scurrying around and buying a Target gift card is not real teacher appreciation for me. Taking the time to maybe go get them a plant, have my kids write a thank you note, or just not even have it be a day, just have it be something that you continually do. I try to continually, at least once a month, email my kids' teachers and say, thank you. I don't need anything. I just want to say thank you. Because as a teacher, I know myself that you get angry emails from parents all day long. And it's nice to just have one where nobody wants anything and no one's yelling at you. That's great. That's all a teacher wants. That's all a teacher needs. And I just think that getting back to normal and like busting through and going back into everything that we were doing before is a huge, huge mistake. I think we have a huge opportunity here to turn things around, to make them the way we want them to be. And that's different for all of us. That doesn't mean you can't craft something for Teacher Appreciation Week, you know, and work on it for a month and like make a big collage and do this whole thing and give it to them. It's a matter of looking at all the things and deciding what you want to add back in, because they're all gone right now, right? There's nothing on your plate. You're standing in the buffet line, you have an empty plate, and you get to choose what the fuck you want to put on it. And it doesn't matter what anyone else in the line around you puts on it. We all like different things, and thank God, because if we all like the same thing, it'd all be gone. It wouldn't be enough. Everyone's taking the fucking mashed potatoes. There's not going to be any mashed potatoes left. But if some people are taking salad, and some people are taking soup, and some people are taking green beans, then we're all going to get fed. And we're all going to feel like we have contributed, that we have been fulfilled in our own way. I'm not going to take mashed potatoes if I don't want mashed potatoes. I'm going to leave them for you. You know, that's the metaphor for if you want to make the Teacher Appreciation Week thing, go for it. It doesn't affect me at all. Like, you do you, I'll do me, and they're both fine. I'm going to take you're going to take mashed potatoes, I'm going to take green beans. It's all fine. Neither one is better than the other. It's just different choices. But here's the thing. You need to choose what the fuck you put back on your plate. Don't let someone on the other side of the buffet line start scooping shit onto your plate. That's not for them to do. It's your fucking plate. You decide what goes on it. So if they try to give you something that you don't want, move your plate back. Take it back. It's yours. It is your time. It is your energy. Don't let someone make you feel like you have to take something. You don't. You don't have to take the volunteer position for the PTA. You don't have to take the snack, you know, be in charge of making the snack calendar for baseball. You don't have to volunteer for, what's it called during the summer? Vacation Bible School, to lead kids around. When you're already like, I can't even be around my own kids. I want to be around other people's kids. Like, someone's trying to serve that up. Just take your plate back. Because you know what? They don't want you there if you're angry. They don't want you there if you don't want to do it. And we have learned that we're okay without any of this stuff. We're okay with the trees and our families and food and health and slowing the fuck down. All I want for Mother's Day is just to sit in nature like I'm doing right now and connect with you, talk with you, hug my children, see their adorable handmade gifts and cards and their popcorn machine. And I want to give a gift to all moms everywhere. Race, religion, doesn't matter. Everywhere, all over the world. I want to give you the gift of permission. Permission to say, I'm not going back to the way things were. This great pause was given to us for a reason. And if we walk away from it having learned nothing, what a shame. What a fucking shame. It would be such a missed opportunity. I think this was put here for a reason. To show us what really matters. I think we were out of control. Myself included. And I think if we start thinking about things inside of the framework that we have control over our mental load, things are going to get a lot fucking better. Because you do have control over your mental load. You can't put that on someone else. You can't complain to someone else about your mental load. You are responsible for taking some of that load off of yourself. You are going to have to give up control. You are going to have to let your husband bring 10 fruit roll-ups and I don't even know what, like Coke as the baseball treats, and stand there and have them passed out without cringing, because you know this mom and this mom and this mom at least are judging you because theirs had, you know, like cute baseball themed stickers on a bag with it tied up with their name on it and whatever. It's a choice. It's a choice to decide that you know who you are. You know that you love your kids, and you know that you're taking care of you, even if that means you're handing out fruit roll-ups and Coke at the game. That it's a choice that you've made. If you don't feel like you have a choice in your mental load, then you're going to be miserable. Of course you're going to be miserable. We're all miserable when we feel like we don't have a choice. We feel like we're backed into a corner. It feels impossible. It feels frustrating. You feel like you're drowning. You feel like there's nowhere to go. You feel hopeless. So if you at least know that you have the choice and you choose to make the cute baseball snack, you're choosing that. And you can justify that to yourself. Well, I want to do this because I want to make sure they have a healthy snack, and I want to see their smiles when they see their name on the thing. That's fine. That's totally fine. But make sure you're choosing it for yourself. Not that someone else is choosing it for you. That's my wish for you. And also glitter. Get some glitter hairspray stuff because it's amazing. Okay, I think that's it. I love being a mom. I love being a woman. And I want to help other women, you especially, to feel the same way. It is possible. Am I happy all the time? No. Am I calm all the time? Fuck no. But I feel a lot more permission than I used to. I feel a lot more choice than I used to. I feel a lot less pressure than I used to. I feel a lot more self-confident in my choices than I used to. I give a lot less fucks about what other people think than I used to. I give a lot less fucks, period, than I used to. And I want to bring you into that. I want to bring every woman in the whole world into that, because that's the place we should be operating from. That's the place we're going to be the happiest from. And then our kids will be happy because we're happy. And everyone around us will be happy because we're happy. It is helping no one for us to be sitting here grumbling about mental load and upset about all the shit we have to do. How's that helping anyone? That's not helping anyone. So I'm going to take responsibility. I have taken responsibility for the stuff I've taken on because I've taken it on. And I have also taken it off. And I just hope you'll use this time to really reflect and think about, before you go, head first back into everything, what you really want to put back on your plate. And to know that if that's one thing, that's fine. And if it's 10 things, that's fine too. You need to do what's best for you. We're all at different places with our mental health. We're all at different places in our relationship health, with our spouses, with our parents. We're all at different places in our financial health. Some of us can afford, people to clean our house. Some of us can't. Some of us are in apartments. Some of us are in homes. Some of us have paid off our mortgages. Some of us have not and are behind a few months. So don't do mom the way someone else is doing mom, because you're not the same. You have your own unique things to contribute. So don't try to be the same. I know that's hard. I know that's so fucking hard. I know, because I have lived for a long time in places, both physically the place and mentally the place, that I had to keep up with what everyone else was doing. That I was a shit mom if I didn't do what everybody else was doing. And it's an awful place to be. It feels terrible. I felt like a weirdo because I didn't want to do those things. I thought that I failed as a mom. I thought that I didn't have the mom gene, and that's not true. I have other interests, other strengths than other moms. And you know what else? How do you even know which moms are enjoying themselves? How do you even know which moms aren't going home and going, fucking bullshit, I hate this fucking, you know, whatever. Like, if we're all doing that, why are we doing that? Stop. Just stop. Do what you really want to do so we can all tell what we actually want to do. Could just all be real. Okay. I think that's it. I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. I hope that you take this to heart. I hope that you reach out to me with any questions, with any concerns, with any ideas, with any thoughts. This is only the tip of the iceberg of things that I have to talk about, but I probably pissed you off enough today. So I'm going to leave it for today, and I'm going to get more into my story as the days and weeks go by, because there is a lot that I have left out. A lot that still needs to be shared, because there's a lot of permission that needs to be given to moms everywhere. So I love you. I'm proud of you, and I will talk to you soon.